when you think about business model clarity. So in last time we talked about, so tell me about your business. So important that you're very clear about what your business is about and communicating it in a way that speaks to this thing called value creation. What business are we in at this juncture? Oh, I help this group or I help that group. Family, at the end of the day, what we're really about is value creation. So someone says, what do you do? I am in the business of value creation. Then you can say, how you do that? I do that by helping this particular group of people in the life. Good stuff? Give me a thumbs up. All right. Is the path to value creation obvious, repeatable, and sustainable? Second, financial credibility. It's not just the revenue aspect, but it's also about your understanding as a business owner. That's the financial credibility. I am not saying that everybody needs to go get an MBA in finance. I'm not saying everybody needs to be a certified public accountant. We're not saying that at all. But there is an understanding that we need to have about our finances and our books and understanding our statements, not just for the investor, but also that we might hold others in our business accountable. They're accountable to us, and we are accountable to our stakeholders, or in larger businesses, our shareholders, and we should have basic functional understanding of what it is that we're looking at and being able to communicate that to outside funders. The move is not for us to be able to say, in the midst of having a question asked or posed to us, oh, you should talk to my CPA about that. Or, oh, you should talk to my CFO or my bookkeeper. It's like, no, you should have a deep, logical understanding of your numbers and your revenue logic. It should make sense. When it comes to making our money, it's not the hoping and a praying. It's one where we understand each of the aspects of our business, but especially that revenue engine, and looking at how money comes in and how money goes out of our business, financial credibility. And then third, we talk about our operational structure. And so this is the word that we're all working on. I struggle with it myself around system. Recently was talking to a potential client and was talking about what was going on in the midst of his business. He's a solopreneur. He has too much business. He has too much business. He does not have the capacity to sustain it. We're saying, I need to scale. I need to bring some other people on board. Started asking, what does that time frame look like in order for you to do that? And we started talking about who he might need and when he might need to bring them on and the like. So you have the systems and then your team. Why is team so important? Because previously we're having a conversation about what happens if you decide to go on vacation. What happens? Worst case scenario, you get squished by a rock. What then happens to your business? Can you explain that to an outside funder? Are you your business? Are you your business? Are you chief cook and bottle washer? Are you the person who does absolutely everything? Well, systems with that team in place to handle the growth so that you can go about and scale effectively. So let's take a breath for a moment and see where we are right now. So if you were to take the time to just go ahead and rate yourself, rate your business. When you think about your business model clarity, where are you? Weak, unclear, or are you strong and ready? Where are you? Next, how about your financial credibility? Weak, clear, or strong and ready? Finally, when it comes to your operational structure, weak and unclear, or strong and ready? Now, for many of us, if the truth be told, when we look at our business, we're not strong and ready in everything, neither are we weak and unclear in everything. So it's a mix. And so many of us are somewhere in the middle. There are opportunities for growth. There are challenges that we want to face. And so that's what we start talking about, really being in the midst of this gap, right? And so as you take the time to do it, this is not about judgment. This is not being right or wrong. This is about where are we in our business today and where we ultimately hope to go. And so it's not about judgment at all. What is it about? Awareness. And awareness. As we look systematically and approach methodically those 6 areas that we've talked about that investors are looking for so that we can be aligned with them. And so the awareness, those gaps, that's our step. That's our step towards closing them. And so we're able to use the insights gleaned here to prioritize our next strategic move without self-criticism. Let me take a moment on that real quick. How many of us know, as business owners, as entrepreneurs, many of us are our own worst critics. And sometimes it's not even just being worst critic. Sometimes it's to the point where we're not just criticizing, we're actually through the things that we say to ourselves, what goes on between our ears. Sometimes it's painful. It's stuff that we wouldn't even say to our worst enemy, but we say it to ourselves. That type of self-talk does not help, friends. Guess what? We are learning this together. We're learning this as we go on and grow on together. Every round goes higher and higher. And that's why you're here. You're in a place where there's no judgment. No judgment here, just awareness. And so it's that recognition that changes everything for us. And so why are we doing this? It's not just about information, it's about recognition. So you see the gap, and then your next step becomes obvious. Through clarity, we're transforming the uncertainty into a roadmap for action. And so again, it's not just about information, it's about recognition. And recognition is the catalyst for our strategic evolution. So what then do we do? The goal is not to simply work harder. The goal is to become fundable. So when we're attracting capital, we're going to increase investor confidence. And we're going to shift our focus from just running a business to building a fundable asset.